All right, Lily Cove rival time. Oh, dude. I am really starting to get some confidence in this game. We got some really good encounters between Fortree City and Lily Cove. Three of them are going to be in this battle. I feel like my box is really good. I am getting a lot of confidence, and the fact that I have a line for this fight that is completely deathless, I'm starting to think this run might have a chance. But, okay. Let's just get into it. I'm really excited. This line is cool. Let's do it. All right. So the first new Pokemon that we're going to see in this battle, Mega Pidgeot. Mega Pidgeot outspeeds this Garchomp. We always two-shot with Hurricane. Garchomp is going to set up Stealth Rocks, which is unfortunate, but we have no way to get rid of them, and we're going to be able to work around it. Also, Hurricane has a 30% chance to confuse. Garchomp could maybe get confused and hit itself to avoid Stealth Rocks. We don't need that to happen, but, like, it would be a nice little bonus. Yep, okay. Well, it is what it is. We're prepared for it. This should always be Weavile. And this is always triple Axle on Mega Pidgeot. We're now going to go into the next new Pokemon, the Lissapod. And so what we're going to do here is we're going to take triple Axle. Our Citrus Berry is going to proc so that Emergency Exit won't activate. And then we're going to kill this thing with First Impression, which preserves our Emergency Exit for later in the battle. That's going to be important when Golisopod comes back out. What? What? Excuse me? What just happened? Alright, we're back. So, what happened there is the Lissapod's emergency exit is bugged in Pokemon Run and Bun. There is a line of text in the bug list that says emergency exit can activate more than once. Now, me having not played a Pokemon game since Gen 4, I assumed that what that meant is emergency exit is only supposed to be able to activate once per battle. So, like, if Golisopod gets put below half HP holding a Citrus Berry and there's a Pokemon with Unnerve, that would activate Emergency Exit. Then if you switch in later, you'd consume your berry right away, go above half, and you could potentially Emergency Exit twice. Or, like, if you're holding an Iapapa Berry and you get put below half health, that emergency exit triggers, then if you come back and take chip damage, Iapapa puts you above half, you can get it a second time. But apparently what that actually means is that if Golisopod takes a hit, goes under half HP, consumes a berry to heal itself above half HP, emergency exit still activates even though you're above half HP. Now, because I do not know how I was supposed to get that from just the line of text saying emergency exit can activate more than once, I made the decision to clause that battle and do a different line. Because I'm sorry, Golisopod's emergency exit can activate more than once does not tell me that if I fall under half and heal above half with a berry, that it activates in that situation. Like, you can argue that you would be able to figure that out, but to me, it To me, reading that doesn't tell me what it actually does. So I clause that because in the situation I was in, I literally had no way of killing that Weavile. Golisopod was the only Pokemon I had that could have killed Weavile. And even though, from what some people in the Discord messaged me when I was inquiring about the bug, that it is the most abused and potentially the most overpowered bug in Run and Bun, I find it interesting that the first time I've run into it is it actually completely screwed me over. So I have cooked a different line, I restarted the fight. We have a few different Pokemon. It sucks because this fight is a little bit more expensive now. The original line that I had was there were going to be 0 deaths, and it was basically riskless. And for this new line that I have, I had to spend a heart scale, and I have to sack a Pokemon. It's not the end of the world because the heart scale was a very useful heart scale that I was probably going to have to do at some point anyway, and the sack is a Pokemon that's not important, but it's just unfortunate that it has to be this way, but with all of that out of the way, let's actually win this fight now. Alright, so the beginning of this battle is still the exact same. We're gonna Mega Evolve Pidgeot, the 2-shot Garchomp with Hurricane. Actually, this might kill. I had to scale special attack onto Mega Pidgeot. With 31 special attack, max roll crit might kill here. I mean, it doesn't matter, it's just, I wonder if it can. It definitely wouldn't have killed with that roll. Like I said, it doesn't matter. We have a line that works with Stealth Rocks up. We have a line that works without Stealth Rocks being up. Yeah. So this is where things are going to change. So, this is still always Triple Axle from Weavile. We're going to go into Azumarill. This Azumarill does not have huge power. This thing has thick fat. So this Triple Axle is going to do absolutely nothing. That is insane. That's Stab, Triple Axle, Life Orb boosted Weavile. That did nothing. Okay. Superpower always kills from full health. The Life Orb chip doesn't matter. Weavile can't kill us here. So we just take this kill. Should be Alakazam, correct? Okay. Here is the second lineup change. This is gonna be Alolan Muck instead of Kecleon. Originally, I was gonna use Kecleon and abuse Shadow Sneak Sucker Punch with Protean to not only kill this Alakazam, but put us into a really favorable position. But since we have a sacrifice in this line, we can afford to be a little bit more loose with the Pokemon we brought. So instead of bringing Kecleon and doing anything risky or whatever, we're just gonna... We brought Alolan Muck. It's safer. It still works. The reason this Alakazam is such a pain in the butt. This thing has inner focus, so you can't flinch it, and it has a focus sash, so you can't one-shot it. We're just going to kill this thing with 2 knockoffs. The only thing this can hit me with is Dazzling Gleam. So we're just going to do that. That works. That works. Oh, that's funny. Okay. This is... Well, at this HP, I think this is always Brave Bird from Galarian Zapdos. We're gonna switch to Metagross here. And, well, now I'm just kind of sad. So the reason that I had to scale Special Attack onto Mega Pidgeot is, with this line, I could not guarantee that Galarian Zapdos, when it switched in, would be using Brave Bird. And Mega Pidgeot, without the Heart Scale, could not outspeed and one-shot this Zapdos, and I had nothing else to check it with. In my original line, I had a way to guarantee that when this came out, it'd be using Brave Bird, and just like what's happening now, Metagross would take the Brave Bird. Metagross now baits Throat Chop, and Throat Chop is the only move this Galarian Zapdos has where max roll crit plus Stealth Rock damage never kills Mega Pidgeot. So that's why I had to bring Metagross, and it has to be Throat Chop. So because that Zapdos used Brave Bird on Metagross, I would have been able to one-shot it even without the Heart Scale. So on the one hand, I kind of feel like the Heart Scale was wasted, but on the other hand, my Mega Pidgeot now has max special attack, and with Mega Pidgeot also having no guard and being really fast, I don't really consider it a waste. It's probably something that was going to happen at some point anyway. But anyway, we outspeed and we kill this thing with Hurricane. Okay. So, this is where not being able to bring Golisopod to this fight really stinks. Because in my original line, Golisopod was going to come out on this Melmetal, and it was going to be in a position where Golisopod would survive an attack, and then it would bait not double Iron Bash from Melmetal, and I was going to go into Guts boosted Life Orb Ursaluna, who would always live a hit from Melmetal, and then would be able to kill with Earthquake. Yes, and you heard that right. Guts boosted Ursaluna needs a Life Orb to kill Melmetal with Stab Earthquake. The minimum damage roll, I think, was 2 HP more than Melmetal's health. Because we have a Pokemon to sack now in this fight, I did not bring Ursaluna, I brought Conkeldurr instead. But for this turn, Azumarill, I cannot believe how useful you have been. An Azumarill without huge power. Who'd have thought that this thing would ever come in clutch, ever? It has actually gotten me out of multiple jams and battles that I would not have been able to beat without it. So it sucks, but it has to be done. Your time is way past due. It went for Thunder Punch instead of Ice Punch. Azumarill really wants to live. Okay. Can I save Azumarill, actually? Hang on, let's look. No. This is Body Press, or Thunder Punch, or Double Iron Bash. If I switch in Conkeldurr and it's Double Iron Bash, we die to crits. Plus, even if we don't die to crit, we can't safely get Sceptile on us. Now we have to sack. We have to sack. See ya, Azumarill. Get one more. That does nothing. That does nothing. Oh my gosh. And we could have safely switched in Conkeldurr. Look at that. We could have saved him. but I wasn't gonna risk it. Since I didn't need to bring in Ursaluna, and since I didn't have to switch into a Pokemon that could take a move and also kill this, I brought Conkeldurr instead of Ursaluna. Conkeldurr is one of the first Pokemon I got in this game, so I just wanted him to get the kill. Plus, my Conkeldurr has an attack boosting nature, so it can one-shot this thing without even holding a life orb. So, Stab Hammer Arm on Conkeldurr actually does quite a bit more than Stab Earthquake on Ursaluna. Dang it. I could have saved a Azumarill if I risked it. It just wouldn't have been worth it. Because if that would have been Double Iron Bash and I'd have brought in Conkeldurr, Double Iron Bash, even if we lived it, we would be very, very low health right now, and it'd be random move from Swampert. And the reason that would be bad is because the only thing I have that can kill this Swampert is Sceptile, and Sceptile needs to switch in on non-Ice Punch, so it sucks, but it's whatever. You know, it's an Azumarill with thick fat. I have Mega Altaria as a much better fairy type. I have Blastoise and other water type Pokemon that are much better water types. So it is what it is. Sceptile actually one-shots Mega Swampert with Energy Ball. No damage boosting items, no overgrow needed, just outspeeds and one-shots with Energy Ball. And that's Lily Cove Rival. That is Lily Cove Rival. It still sucks that the original line that I had didn't work. I really wanted to show off that line. It would have been super cool, but anyway. This run continues on. Definitely gonna wipe to the Mount Pyre tag battle. No way we get through that, but hey, I'm having tons of fun, so just keep going.